Welcome back to the Vans US Open of Surfing. You're watching the quarterfinals in the Pro Junior division. All the best women pro juniors from around the world stacked up and ready to compete. This one's all about USA and Hawaii. Brisa Hennessy representing the island of Oahu, taking on three surfers from USA. Here we go. Top two moving on to the semifinals. That she made the final in this division many years ago. We've seen a lot of great talent so far in this round, and it continues with Sophie right out front. Nice smooth approach, getting a lot of board speed up. Falzone looking for the inside double up, and she'll get a quick start on the rest of the field. As we take another look at this opening ride from Sophie.
Sophie with a smooth style. Just finding that linkage. So good to see her working that board rail to rail. Also putting intent into getting that inside section.
Now Molly Kirk, a couple of moves on this running left towards the pier. Now working on the reform. So keeping that board just driving into the inside corner, but it's not going to get her a reform, but she did get three smooth moves out the back. More waves on the way. Autumn Hayes. Clean first turn. So she's able to capitalize on a move out the back. And now her next goal is to get in the reform. Looks like she's got it. Clean snap off the roof into the flats for the finish.
Important to make that rebound into the flats and to just ride it out clean.
From the turn out the back in the reform. Let's see what Molly did on her way.
Well, Molly Kirk with the best of the exchange so far. Bigger wave. She's able to link a couple of beautiful maneuvers together. Like the way that she has the mature approach to decide, you know what, I'm not going to make that inside connection. Going to kick out, conserve my energy. And then Autumn Hayes, quick hit off the top there from her.
And now Brisa Hennessy, the big name in the matchup from her previous championship tour experience. It's great timing out the back. The backside snap off the lip, and now that one's gonna drop her off there.
That comes in for Brisa. Love her ability to combine major maneuvers. Out the back, we have seen Brisa. She's registered on our radar before, been in the trials at Honolulu Bay.
She still has a great position to go into the top two. She's going for it now. Cool looking first turn. She'll continue to fade and set up the finish. Looks like this wave wants to bring her to the inside and won't go the distance. Good for one move, but a 1.84 or better gets her where she wants to be in the top two.
So Sophie gliding into this one. This is that cool turn that you referenced. Waits for that opportunity to make connection. There was this moment right here, Joe, where you thought it was going to just give her that quick roll in to the inside. But you can tell that that one just dissipated into nothing. And fortunate to get support pretty early when I was about 8 years old.
That is so epic. As we see that little quick up and down. That must have been the coolest feeling in the world as a young girl. Getting your surfing recognized, and then it goes to major events where you want to be supported again with your future. Molly Kirk fighting for a 1.3.
I was most excited about is just being on a team and having people that I looked up to on that team as we get a flashback of Molly's wave. No inside connection for her.
When Tyler first signed with her major sponsor, she wanted to be on the same team at Gilmore at the time, just to be around world champs. As we look at this wave from Brisa Hennessy. Waited to back up her 6.67, and she's done it in a really cool way. Used her forehand whip into a backhand section. That's what we love about the reform here in Huntington. Autumn Hayes. Nice roll in there. Little backside vertical climb. So she's able to sneak in a little maneuver out the back. And now just running after a reform, doing a good job to go the distance. There's the windup and a clean snap to get out of there.
Need surfer. it. And we hope that too, Joe.
Definitely do.
So
Thank you very much, Chelsea. And the support crew of Minori, absolutely ripping. That's going to be a name we're hearing for a very long time. The global sport, as we see on the World Surf League. Watching this now with Brisa Hennessy, the heat leader, already with competition on the championship tour. She's destined for greatness when she wants to put in a full year on the QS. Cool looking first turn from Sophie. She's been fighting for the finish. She won't get out of there. She still needs a 6.9 to move on. Molly Kirk, the goofy foot that got that left at the start with a 5.33's up now. So Molly, Sophie fighting for scores to move on to the semifinals with 2:30 to go.
Yeah, it's been an interesting shuffle. A flurry of action at Brisa, our heat leader. Wow, she's just so impressive the way that she's improving every ride. You see more of that flow.
Now trying to make this reform, Autumn Hayes. Has a ton of speed. Big wind up and a solid finish.
Wow, that could have been one of the better maneuvers we've seen all heats. And then throw out some big maneuvers. So Autumn getting opportunity out the back. Wow, I think this, Joe, could come in as the best wave of the heat so far. Finding that outside linkage and then also having the wherewithal to stick with this wave and not just coasting through and keeping it safe, but snapping it up there. We'll see what the judges think. I thought that was pretty impressive.
I love.
Put herself in a position to take down a huge number, 9.4, and a big heat one for Autumn.
So an exciting matchup here as things continue. Quarterfinals are getting stacked up and ready to go.